Here we have three different figures. The one on the right is Muskrat version 1. The one in the middle is Psych Out version 1. And the one on the left is Muskrat version 3. I had initially purchased the Psych Out along with Voltar. And if you remember from a previous episode, I opened Voltar. I was going to open that Psych Out because it's in really bad shape. I just couldn't bring myself to do that. I also thought about opening this Muskrat. It's in pretty good shape, but the card is very warped. Couldn't bring myself to do that either. But I did buy this Battle Core Muskrat. This is Muskrat version 3 to open. You can see it's got the UPC cut out there, and it just doesn't display well. I mean, these ones, that one I wouldn't say displays too well either, but, you know, I have it here. In this case with some others that looks okay. But a big chunk cut out. That just, I don't know. I don't like how that looks. Muskrat's a cool dude. He's a swamp fighter. He's got his little surfboard thing, that blue machete. He's got a shotgun. He's got his cool little hat on there. And obviously he was released also as part of the Night Force line, which we will come over here to check out. So there he is, Night Force Muskrat in all his glory. Looks like he dropped his machete. He's got his cool little surfboard down there. And then over here in 1993, as part of the Battle Core line, he's now a heavy fire specialist. So no surfboard for him. He's just shooting things, I guess. I really like this figure, and I'll talk about another figure I really like because of this particular helmet and the missile launcher, because they're pretty freaking cool. One thing about him, and I'm going to just kind of talk while I open so I don't make this too terribly long, is unlike some of the Battle Core figures, he does not share weapons with anybody else. He actually, in the colors that he has them in, his weapons are all the same as Mace. Except Mace's weapons are yellow, the missile launcher is black, the helmet is yellow, going to match the weapons. So I bring that up because this is a figure along with Mace that is difficult to find loose and complete. Because again, he doesn't share anything. I mean, some of the figures, might have a similar gun, or actually the aforementioned Muskrat version 2, the Night Force, that machete. There's a lot of figures from 93 and 94 that share that. So, there's just more of them out there. They're easier to find, but not this guy. And so, you think about it, him, as minty as he is, I would pay $4. Maybe there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then maybe $1 for the file card. So yeah, 13 complete, right, in mint condition. I paid $14 for this. So, and again, try finding that stuff, right? And I paid $14 shipped too. That's shipped. So, try finding that blue knife. You can't. Try finding that blue figure stand. You can't. They only came with him. They're a little bit difficult to find. Let's see if we got that plastic crack sound that I love. The knees do it the best. Yep. Yeah, there we go. That's the good stuff. And so again, this is from 1993. His O-ring's actually pretty strong, so that's good. I mentioned that I like this guy a lot because of this right here. He has a missile launcher helmet. I think all of us at some point could use a missile launcher helmet. I'm just having one of those days. I need to do that. So I'm going to set him right here. I never understand why people would cut out the UPCs and not the flag points. I don't really know. It's like a store thing or something. I don't know. Alright, so let's bust open this tree. I have a friend who collects complete trees. Asking about this one. He already has it. So I'm going to break this guy apart. There's the figure stand. There's a gun, and this is kind of the ambush mold. A lot of figures from this era have one of those. There's the kind of hit and run, and another very common. Gun. And then the other guy, I think that's is that Tomax's ammo? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. So these are dark blue. You do not find these, and I can't really think of any other figure that has some dark blue weapons like this. I think this version of Muskrat is cool. So again, it's hard to track down, and it's hard to find him complete. This gun is not wanting to come out of this tree. I have to shoot it with my helmet missile launcher. There we go. Okay. And so that's all trash over there. So he's got this figure stand, excuse me. We have this missile launcher. Oh, that works too. Let's see if it still works. It's never been used, but you know what I mean. All right. So let's say he sees, oh no, there's a Cobra Wolf with Ice Viper. There's Xandar and the Dreadnought cycle. I'm going to launch a missile at them. Let's see what kind of range this bad boy has. Wow, that's got some serious range. He missed. He's got to work on his accuracy. He's probably been drinking too much of that swamp water. And the missiles aren't really wanting to go into well. I don't want to break it. Anyway, so there he is. Actually, I did want to get that in there. I want to show you something. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can see there's Mace over there also from the Battle Corps line. And he's got the same mold for his helmet and his helmet missile launcher. And, you know, these are figures that loose, with no accessories, really don't care about. They're not that interesting, not that cool, especially Mace, because he doesn't have the benefit of being, you know, a different version of a cool figure like Muskrat. But man, you gotta admit, those helmet missile launchers are pretty badass, and I think that those are definitely something that, you know, all of us could use at some point in our lives. There's a big honking missile launcher on our helmets. So that is Muskrat version 3 from 1994, and I think it just shows how innovative and how interesting this toy line can be with some of the accessories. You don't really see stuff like this anymore. So thanks for watching. Yo Joe, bust out your missile launcher helmets. Hopefully you're not on the receiving end of one of those, because that does not look fun.